Lifelock versus Identity Guard, two big names in the identity theft protection service industry. One of them is a clear winner, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's Identity Guard. I don't want you to wait through the whole video for you to get my just straightforward opinion that Identity Guard is the better product. But if you want more details about why specifically, I'm gonna be explaining that right now, because spoiler alert, Identity Guard doesn't win in every category. It just wins in the categories that really matter to us when reviewing an identity theft protection service. Ready to go? Let's jump into the review. So broadly speaking, at Home Security Heroes, when reviewing a product, we're looking at three big buckets. The first one is monitoring capabilities. So how well does a product monitor the dark web for your personal information? How is its credit monitoring, etc. The second thing we are looking at is threat resolution. So should your identity be stolen, we hope it doesn't ever happen to you, but should this happen, and it's an increasingly common occurrence, then who are the people on the other end of the product who are going to help you reclaim your identity? Are they competent? Are they private investigators in the case of some companies? Is there a guarantee that this company can actually help you to restore your identity completely? Or is it offshored? Is it difficult to get in touch with an actual human with the company, that sort of thing? And then of course, within each of these three broad buckets, you are going to have many different subcategories. So starting with monitoring, let's look at dark web alerts and compare LifeLock's dark web alerts to Identity Guards and see which one actually wins. Our hope at Home Security Heroes is that we are as objective and data-driven as possible when it comes to reviewing these products. For that reason, we try to make apples to apples comparisons. And with dark web alerts, this is typically pretty straightforward. So what I do every time I sign up for one of these is I input my same 5 email addresses into every single product across the board, and I see how many dark web alerts I get. So I did this for LifeLock and Identity Guard, and here are the results. When scanning the web for my personal information, Identity Guard gave me 35 alerts, which is the highest number of alerts out of any of the major identity theft protection services that I've reviewed. And of those 35 alerts, 15 of them were completely unique. LifeLock, on the other hand, found, drumroll, literally one dark web alert. Wow. So for dark web alerts, Identity Guard wins. That's the end of the discussion. Now moving on to data brokers. Data brokers are companies that traffic in your personal information. Often they'll publish personal information, home, address, arrest record without your knowledge or consent. And a good identity theft protection service usually monitors for where your information has appeared with data brokers, and a great identity theft protection service like Aura will actually proactively send automated opt-outs. Now, in the case of LifeLock versus Identity Guard, LifeLock is going to win this one by default. The reason is that Identity Guard doesn't actually have a data broker section, but Identity Guard's updated product, Aura, does. So between Identity Guard and LifeLock, LifeLock wins, but if we're comparing Aura to LifeLock, Aura is going to win for their really comprehensive data broker opt-out section that they offer. And if you're confused, because I just threw Aura into this conversation, you're like, WTF is Aura? Aura is the updated second generation product of Identity Guard. So as of today, you can buy Identity Guard or you can buy Aura. They both use a lot of the same underlying technology, although there are some product differences, there are some pricing differences, but that's the relationship between the two of them if you're confused. Okay, so for credit monitoring, LifeLock is the winner here. The reason is that, one, I just like the design of their interface more, and two, it's showing me my credit score, and Identity Guard actually isn't. I don't know why. There seems to be some sort of a glitch on there, and by default, basically LifeLock wins. But even if Identity Guard were clearly displaying my credit score, I would still go with LifeLock's credit monitoring feature because it's better designed. I like the interface better. And with the click of a button, you can freeze your credit at TransUnion. You don't have to visit the TransUnion website directly. And I certainly appreciate the ease of use that LifeLock offers there. Continuing on in the monitoring section, we're looking at transaction monitoring and home title monitoring. For transaction monitoring, I would say it's a wash. For home title monitoring, Identity Guard is going to win because they have a clearly labeled section in their dashboard where you can monitor your home title information and see if there have been any takeovers in your name. Whereas with LifeLock, you actually have to subscribe to an additional service, yet another LifeLock upsell if you want home title protection. So clearly Identity Guard is the winner here. Insurance, assuming that you go with the most comprehensive insurance policy with each of these companies, the Ultra in the case of Identity Guard or the Ultimate Plus in the case of LifeLock. LifeLock wins because it offers $1 million of coverage for each adult on your plan, whereas Identity Guard offers $1 million insurance policy total. So to this point, it actually would seem like LifeLock is the better product. It's scored better than Identity Guard, but that's about to change because LifeLock really fails a few basic tests that we do here at Home Security Heroes. The first is simply looking at consumer sentiment. So there's this website, Trustpilot, where people can rate and review products that they've used, and we use this as a sort of proxy measurement for how positively or negatively people are feeling towards a particular software. Now, if we're looking at Trustpilot reviews for Identity Guard, we see that they have well over 4,000 reviews. They have an average score of 4.5, and 54% of their reviews are excellent, 10% are bad. Now, contrast that to LifeLock. LifeLock has a total score of 4 on Trustpilot. That's out of just over 1,600 reviews. Interestingly, 63% are excellent, so it's a higher number of excellent scores than Identity Guard has, but 15% are categorized as bad. And that difference between 4.5 and a 4 is actually pretty dramatic. So overall, it seems like the market is just more positive towards Identity Guard. Moving on to threat resolution, also known as white glove concierge service. Basically, how effectively are these companies going to help you resolve a case of identity theft? Here is where the conversation ends. Identity Guard is 100% going to be a better option for you than LifeLock. And I usually don't couch things in terms of absolutes. I like to have some nuance when creating these reviews. But the reality is that Norton, LifeLock, it's offshored. It's difficult to get in touch with qualified reps there. They're going to be based in India or the Philippines. And really, it's a big tech company, and you can see from the design of the product that they send you to this knowledge base rather than give you a number that you can call directly if you have any issues. So I just don't trust that LifeLock is going to be a good company to help you resolve a case of identity theft. It seems that many other people out there share that same opinion with me. Whereas Identity Guard, when I called them to test, somebody answered the phone in less than a minute. They were US based. They were very friendly, informative, and helpful. And for that reason, I would go with Identity Guard over LifeLock. I just have a lot more confidence that Identity Guard is going to help you resolve any cases of identity theft. So between Identity Guard and LifeLock, go with Identity Guard. Their threat resolution capabilities are far and beyond better than anything that LifeLock offers. But I would also encourage you to check out Aura. Aura is, again, the successor to the Identity Guard product. It is an updated and better product than Identity Guard, and it comes at a cheaper price point. So out of these 3 companies, Identity Guard, Aura, and LifeLock, I would go with Aura. Out of just Identity Guard and LifeLock, go with Identity Guard. As far as pricing goes, Identity Guard and LifeLock are similar. So Identity Guard, you are going to get the value, the total, and the ultra plans. Value is $7.50 a month. If paid annually, the total, which is a more complete plan, is $16, just over $16 a month paid annually, and the ultra is $25 a month. Compare that to LifeLock, where we have the standard at $7.50 per month paid annually. You have the Advantage at $14.99 a month, and then you have the Ultimate Plus at $19.99 a month paid annually. Now, if we move to family plans, you'll see that the value jumps up to $12.50. Total with Identity Guard is $25 a month, and the Ultra is $33 a month. Whereas with LifeLock, if we jump up to family plan with children, it's going to be $18.49 for the standard, $29.99 for the Advantage, and $38.99 for the Ultimate Plus. So from a family perspective, you're definitely going to be getting better savings with Identity Guard. I should note also that Identity Guard's family plans are more comprehensive overall in that they give coverage for 5 adults and unlimited kids, and it doesn't matter whether that's the value, the total, or the ultra package. Whereas with LifeLock, you are going to get coverage for only 2 adults and up to 5 kids. So if you had extended members of your family who you wanted to provide identity theft protection services with, then Identity Guard is definitely going to be the way to go, not LifeLock. So keep watching, that's gonna play next, and we'll see you in the next video. This is Brandon from Home Security Heroes. Thank you for your time, and see you soon. Bye.